and welcome to Therapy Book Thursday. Today I'm going to read a Conscious Bedtime Stories book. I'm trying to read all the books in the series, and there are many of them, so maybe we'll get to all of them by the end of this year. If you've been with me long, I have read a good amount of these books so far, and I appreciate you joining me today. Today we're going to read The Boy Who Searched for Silence, written by Andrew Newman and illustrated by Alexis, Aronson. And today's book is about helping children be able to find the silence within themselves. And this book was actually written after a 4-day silent retreat. And I've never been to one of those, but I have heard people who have gone to them. So that would be a very interesting experience. But let's learn a little bit about how he searched for silence and where he ended up finding it. The Boy Who Searched for Silence, to all who sit. And with every bedtime story, conscious bedtime story, we have a snuggle breathing exercise. So we're going to read each line and then we're going to take a slow, deep breath in and out together. So I breathe for me. I breathe for you. I breathe for us. I breathe for all that surrounds us. Once upon a time, there was a boy who went searching for silence. He had heard that silence is golden, silence is peaceful, silence is blissful. Most of all, he had heard that in silence he could be himself. He wanted nothing more. This boy struggled with the noise of everyday life. There were cars and buses, advertisements and programs, instructions and advice. Everywhere he went, noise entered in. He found this very difficult. So he went on a search for golden, peaceful, blissful silence. He walked to the park searching for silence, but the frisbee players were laughing. He walked to the bottom of the garden searching for silence, but the neighbor's dog was barking. He walked into the forest searching for silence, but the dog walkers were talking. So he walked right up to the top of the hill. There, he sighed. I've done it, he thought as he listened carefully. I've found silence. But just as he had the thought, a noisy airplane flew over. Vroom! Oh no, he exclaimed. There is no silence out there in the world. This was a false quest, he thought. They lied to me, he blamed. There is no such thing as golden, peaceful, blissful silence. Arrgh! He raged with anger, stomping and shouting and throwing rocks down the hill. With time, his anger softened. I will have to struggle with the difficult noises all my life. What am I to do? He cried out loud. He sat down. Utterly helpless, he closed his eyes and wept. At first he wept short, breathless sobs, gasping for each new breath. Over time, his breathing softened and deepened, becoming deeper and deeper, in and out. The boy felt like he was falling inwards. He was too tired to be scared, so he fell. He was too helpless to think better, so he fell. He was enjoying the familiar feeling, so he fell. He fell right into silence. Silence was like a dream to him. A whole world opened up. It was spacious, comforting, and oh, so peaceful. A big smile spread across his face as he rested in silence, feeling deeply nourished inside. Ah, he thought, silence is not a thing to find. It is a place inside me. I can go there and visit whenever and wherever I want. From inside silence, he could hear another airplane fly overhead. He simply smiled. From inside silence, he could hear the dog walkers talking. He simply smiled. From inside silence, he could hear the frisbee players laughing, and the boy simply smiled. When he walked through the forest, silence came with him. When he walked down the hill, silence came with him. When he crossed the park, silence came with him. Silence was his friend. That day, he fell head over heels in love with silence. He loved silence so deeply, and silence loved him back. Each day after, he made sure to take 20 special minutes to fall inwards into silence. Each day after, he made sure to do this. All the things he had heard turned out to be true. He discovered that silence is golden, silence is peaceful, and silence is very deliciously blissful. Most of all, he discovered that in silence, he could be himself. This made him very, very happy. The end. And as with every conscious bedtime story, there's a little activity, and we're going to go ahead and explore that. Reflect on your day, the gratitude spiral. I love gratitude exercises. What are you thankful for today? Please read the questions in the gratitude spiral one at a time. It is important that everyone gets to share. Don't forget mom and dad, or whoever is reading this with you. This is a good moment to practice the balance between listening and sharing. So I'm going to ask these questions, and you can write them down, or you can try to answer them if you're watching this with me, or you can play this back later and you can pause to answer each question, or you can get this book on your own and you can do this whenever you want. 1. What was your favorite part of the story? 2. What was your favorite part of your day so far? What are the people you shared your day with? Who are the people you shared your day with today? What would you like to thank them for? What one difficult thing happened today? Has anything difficult happened yet today? Who helped you with it? What do you need to number 7, what do you need to tuck under your pillow tonight to help you tomorrow? 8, do you need trust, love, kindness, courage, and friendship? One of them, all of them, more? 9, sleep tight. I hope you really enjoyed this Conscious Bedtime story. And in the back of all the Conscious Bedtime books, there is a little star chart. And every time you read this book, you can color in one of the stars. That's one of the little cool things about these books. Along with the breathing exercise in the beginning and the little exercise in the end, I just really love the Conscious Bedtime stories. And so if you're looking to purchase one of these, you can get them from my Amazon list, which the link is posted below, or you can go to consciousstories.com and you can buy the books on that website. You could suggest that they be bought for your local library as well, and you can get them there. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I can't wait to read you another book next week. Have a wonderful day.